Okay, go again. Right, back at this terrible paintwork that I did. As I mentioned in the previous video, this is probably the most orange peel I've ever sprayed. And I caused it myself. I caused it by not buying enough thinners to start with, and just using a regular thinners instead of a slower reducer. But anyway, I went through all that in the last video. Just gave me another quick look, see if we can pick it up. The camera's not really picking it up, but yeah, this is pretty chronic orange peel. Anyway, I was wondering whether I'd be able to cut it back enough, without rubbing through it to get it flat and bring a shine back onto it. And gloss said, appears to be working. I've cut this bonnet back with some 2000 grit wet, and only use a bucket. It's getting pretty mucky now, but just be cautious if you've never done this before. There's a way to do this. Actually, this here needs more rubbing, and the camera's not really going to pick it up, but you can see there's still a fair bit of shine in that, so I haven't really knocked the top off it. And this is what I found. I tried various things, but for a fine cut like this, I find those scourers work really good. So you got to cut them down, but the good thing about them is because they're a coarse surface, they actually hang onto the paper fairly well. And go back over this again. When you get a ridge like this, what you don't want to be doing is going like this, because you're going to rub through the top, but without actually rubbing down in here. So you sort of go up to it and along. Same down here. You don't ever rub along the edge like that. That's a no-no. Okay, don't worry about the edge. You rub over like that, or along it. Keep it flat. Rub along it. Use palm of your hand. Try to avoid using your fingertips. When you get to here, you then come over it. Not that. I don't know if you can hear that. But a very sort of a high pitched sort of a squeal. That means there's dirt under there. So at that point, you stop. And I'm only sort of giving a demo here. If I was re-rubbing this, I'd be starting again with some clean water. Yeah, wash it off. Even better if you can do it outside, hose it off. Because that's little bits of grit, and they'll just put scratches in it. Anyway, I've been over this. I've been over it 3 times with a buff. Buff, it's on about a 3. It's got a range between 3 and 6. Don't ever put it on full speed. You'll just tear your paint off. I made that mistake on a car already a long time ago. You don't just use a regular angle grinder. It's got to be a variable speed that's suitable. That said, I've been over this twice, and then I was looking at it, and it's sort of hazy. And, twice should have been plenty, especially after cutting it back with the 2000 grit. And then I went over it again, it was still hazy, and I thought, well, what's going on? Why is it not coming up gloss? I'd gone over it and washed it all off, and then I realised the compound is still on there. The soap detergent water is not getting the compound off. So you see on this part here, what I've then done is I've gone over it with a regular cut and polish, just lightly by hand, and yeah, I've had to do that to get the compound off, the buffing compound. And this is a one I hadn't. I used it on a wide on my bug, but yeah, of course you don't really notice it on that. Yeah, it's probably still on there. Even though it's been 6 months, the compound's probably still on there. I've washed it 3 dozen times once since then. But you don't sort of notice on a solid colour, but yeah, on this it stands out. So, anyway, and so, yeah, I haven't had this issue before. I've not been able to get the compound off, but anyway. So, alright, well I've yammered on enough, but just, the main part of making the video is that, this is probably one of the worst paint jobs I've ever done on this, as far as, orange peel goes, and, but, it's cleaned up good. Camera probably won't pick it up, but there is still a few very fine sort of swirl marks from the buff in there, but whether I go over it again, with the hand polish and remove them, I don't know. Probably won't bother. This is a daily driver, not a show car. So, anyway, I've yammered on enough, but so the point I'm making is if you do a chronic paint job, 9 times out of 10 you can clean it up and make it look good. So, I wish this camera had picked the colour up properly. It looks blue, but it's not, it's green. So, I wish the car was this colour. I actually prefer the blue that the camera's showing, but anyway, that's the original colour, so I'm staying with it. Alright, hit like, thanks. Okay, bye.